So how do you map up where things are? Depending on the information you have pertaining to the attribute table, you right click on the, we are using Nigeria as a case study, which is the state, and then you check out the information pertaining to what's it called? I can even use this the code. I can use the code. Did you get my points now? I can use the code because they're different. You get my points now. So depending on your choice, then how do you do that? You double click on this state and double click on the state, and then you click on the symbology. From the symbology, you go to the categories all together. So the categories, then it will ask you to specify the feed, the value, the feed value you are using. Did you get? You know, I told you the other time you have to familiarize yourself with the attribute table first, and I already decided within me that I'm using my admin one name or the admin code one or the admin one code, depending on your choice. Did you get my points now? So I'm going to use the two, so you see that. Then let me use the admin one name first. Uncheck this and then add all values. You can see this. So I already added all the values already. So and then I click OK. You can see this now. So if I present this type of map, I already mapped the way things are. Did you get my point now? Compared to the one we checked the other time, that is just everything is just blank, the same color throughout. So with respect to this color now, anywhere I see maybe here is this type of color. Let me just undo now. Undo is like something like gray, something gray color, like a brand, gray brand now. Would you get my point now? So you can see the visualization with respect to the color, and you can also change your color ramp. You can change your color ramp to whatever you want it to be. Did you get my points now? Are you with me? Are we together? Okay. So looking at the color ramp now, you see it's different a little bit. We have Oyo State, you have Ogun State, you have Niger States, and different states, this Borno, like that. So we'll be able to identify the color with respect to each state. Did you get that now? Good. So now another thing I saw here is that I think they chose a category label. So we need to label the information. And then how can you label your information with respect to what you have here? Automatically everything is stated here, but let me assume that I'm using another feed code. Let me say I'm using admin one code. Are you with me? Now add this as a layer. Are you with me now? So let me pick this. Now admin 001 will correspond to what? Maybe Abia. Did you get what I'm trying to say? For you to identify that, let me just try to apply this. Okay, sorry, admin one code, add all, apply first. You can see that. So we have different admin one, whatever. So I can go to my labels and label with respect to my admin one name. Are you with me? Apply that, and then you can see all the states have been. So I already mapped where things are now. I mapped where using color symbology. Did you get my point now? Symbolizing everything. It's quite different from when we have it like this, like a single feature. Did you get that now? It's different when we have it like this because I can't identify where is Oshun, where is. Did you get my point now? So you can symbolize that using different colors. What's it called? Labeling them, and then based on your choice. Because from this PDF, they are using zone code. Did you get my point now? So each zone code, as you can see, each zone code has their own name. Are you with me now? You can see from the PDF we are using, each code has their own name. So in that case, for you, let's assume we are using this type of data. Now we are using Nigeria here now. So let's use the admin one code. Did you get my point now? For this type of sample categories, and let's label the field, the value field to be admin one code. uncheck this, and then add all values. Did you see this now? You see admin 1, ng codes, so nga 001 adds its own name. It adds its own name. Did you get my point now? So where can you label that? You can see the label here, right? So instead of it to display admin 1 00 here, did you get? Then you can rename it to maybe, let's say the state is Abia State. Are we together? So once you do that, apply. You notice that the NGA 001 has been changed to what? Abia. Did you get it? Did you get the point? Did you get the point? You didn't get it. So it's just simple. Just understand what you're trying to map. We are trying to map out different states, but we already have the shapefile. Then we have to symbolize with respect to a particular what's it called, field. Did you get it? So once you symbolize with respect to a particular field, let's say the field is with respect to a code based on the sample we have here. So each code corresponds to a particular meaning. It has its own name. Did you get that? So the name is what we are going to label our feature layer. That's what we're going to label it with. Because normally all these things has been done in our attribute table already. That is the admin 1 name. Did you remember that? Everything has been labeled with respect to their state name. But let's assume that it is the code we have, and then we want to do something related to that. It's either you populate from the attribute table, or you can label from this part. Did you get my point now? So let's just forget the fact we are using admin 1 code. I'm just trying to do that so that it can follow the same guide we have here. Did you get my point now? So let me use the states straight away so that we don't stress ourselves labeling. So everything has been, did you see that? Abia, Adamawa, and everything like that. So everything has been labeled. Now, so in that case, once you do that, that's the admin 1 name, of course, or state name. You can rename these also. Did you see that? Did you see what I do? What I did rather. Did you see that? Surprise, did you see that? You didn't see it? Alright, let me do that again. Double click on this, goes to the symbology tab. Did you see that? Label. Admin 1 name. You can rename this. You get that? Just rename it to maybe names of states, or did you get my point now? State name, whatever. It's the name of states or name. Did you get that? It is code. You say code. Did you get my point now? So let me just say name. Names. Name of states. So once you do that, apply. You can see this has changed. Did you see that now? So that's all about you mapping out where things are. Now, looking at this, I'm using color to symbolize where things are. I'm not labeling this time around. I didn't label this feature with respect to their state name. Did you get that? I can use this as mapping where things are. For instance now, if I go to my layout view and I want to prepare this out in form of a map, you zoom to your layer. I don't want this to take time. You already know how to do all this time. Abi? It's a paid, yeah. Now let me just go straight to the inserting legend. Let me try to insert my legend. So you have the state, and then I want everything to be dynamic. So did you see this? You see that? We have all the states listed with respect to their color. Did you get that now? So anybody without this being labeled, if I check the color of this particular state, I can go and trace it from the legend. Did you get the idea now? So that's how you map out where things are. So it's a very simple technique. And then for this case, I want to make this column. I want to change the column to maybe like 4. Did you see that? That's what I did. I tried to change what's it called? The legend column. You know, the other time it's straight and bigger than what we have in the paper layout. Did you get? So how you can change that to column is just go to the properties. Once you right click, go to the properties, you can see the state. Just check place item in a new column, and to ask you how many columns do you want to specify. Did you get that now? So then you tell it maybe 4, 5, whatever. So or 6. Let me use 6. Did you see that now? Did you see that? So that's how that works. So you can now start adding your words, title, your tree notes. Do you get my point? And then, so not to waste much of our time. So that's all about mapping out where things are. Let's see whether we have any other thing. So you see now, it says take your legend to your map layout. Did you see that? So they want to see, you see that that's everything we did, not quite long. So, and then they give us an example, like a tutorial exercise there, and in which you make use of Nigeria as our own case study. So they are using the code. So all this code will be labeled with all this, right? So from this now, from this exercise, you can see it's a mapping where things are using the symbology, right? It's just normal polygon, but we need to understand where this also is with respect to a color. Did you get my points now? So that's all about that. So the exercise there is like they are giving us a particular shapefile. You get my point with respect to code. I tell you how you can label all these out. Let's assume that you have A1 as admin 01. Did you remember that? Just go back to the label, you type in appear corresponding name to that code. Did you get that now? So that's the type of exercise they ask you to do here, and then you prepare your layouts and then study things. And then okay, before I move to the next tutorial, let me save this out. Thank you.